Hey guys, what's up? Hey, just quick update here on this video. Plane's still down, pulled it apart, pulled the engine off, it was a pain. Pulled it apart, inspected everything, sprag, the spring was starting to stretch out on the sprag in several spots, and that's why it was slipping, which made sense. Sprag housing looked perfect, the gear looked perfect, everything else looked fine, which was good. That's the main thing. So I changed out the sprag and put it all back together, and actually got to that pretty quick. Hal got me all the replacement parts really fast, and so I was able to just dive right in. Anyway, spent a little extra time putting the whole thing back together, rerouting some things, changing some coolant lines coming off the water pump housing on the bottom, just routing stuff differently, changed a lot of wiring that wasn't done right originally, so I fixed some stuff and kind of just did this really nice, thorough job putting it back together, thinking, hey, I'll have it running here in a couple days. No big deal, let's do it right while it's apart. Long story short, I put it back together. I rotate the prop and it's turning the starter a little bit, kind of off and on. And, sprag's not in backwards or anything like that, but I'm thinking, that's not right. So I pull the starter, I can reach in there and I can hold the gear with my hand, but I have to push on it, pretty hard. I fired it up, and incidentally, with the new flywheel, it starts great. No more kickback. It comes to life very smooth. Totally seems to have fixed the original problem that caused this, so that's good. Anyway, I get it running, and when it first started running, I could hear it rotating the starter, and I thought, that's not good. I better shut it down. Then it went away. It just went quiet, and I'm like, okay, good. So I rev it up to 2,000 to let it warm up because I needed to resync the carbs and just kind of look everything over. And it was warming up for a little bit, and all of a sudden it grabbed that starter and it just spun it to the moon. It's like a 5-to-1 or 10-to-1 ratio or something like that. So it oversped that starter big time. Before I could even shut it down, it had destroyed that starter. I shut it off, and ended up pulling the starter, and it was just like dirt. It was just like pouring out dirt and parts, and just the whole thing was disintegrated. So that's really unfortunate. $450 starter. Even probably more depressing is the fact that I got to take it all apart again and find out why it's dragging like that. It's not dragging very much, but it was just enough to rotate the starter and destroy it, and I can't obviously do that on the new starter. So new starter will be here tomorrow. So I'm going to have to go in and really thoroughly go through everything and find out, what happened, what went wrong. So that's unfortunate. Anyway, before all this happened, I had bought a new camera and a new drone. And the drone is this Autel EVO, and it's a drone. It folds out, and it's pretty good size when it folds out. Neat thing about the EVO is it does 4K 60, which is really cool. Autel is pretty high end, they're probably giving DJI the best competition. This thing has a 30-minute flight time. It does like 45 or 46 miles an hour. The controller has a screen built in, so if you forget your cell phone or the battery's dead or something like that, you can still fly it. Flies really nice. Thing is awesome. Flown it a couple times, but basically its first real flight was I took it up to Rampart Reservoir here, not too far from where I live. And we had to hike down there because the road was closed. It was a long hike, but we took it out and just flew it around for a little bit. Didn't have a lot of time. It was getting late in the day. It was getting kind of starting to get a little dark, and temperature was dropping a little bit. So I just ran it through one battery, shot a little bit of nice footage, and then packed it up. I just wanted to give it a good test in the daylight. And anyway, that's basically what this video is going to be. I just threw together a little bit of that footage, just so it's at least it's flying related. Haven't been able to fly my airplane for a while, so I had to do something flying related, and just kind of give my thoughts on this. And so far, I'm really impressed. It's just an awesome drone, quite a bit cheaper than a DJI of comparable, specs and stuff. So I think that's really a good deal. And there's a lot of people out there doing reviews that are talking pretty highly of them. So I think I think that's pretty sweet. So we'll go ahead and roll the footage of the drone, and then hopefully here in another week or two I'll actually have the plane fixed and back in the air, and that'd be nice. I'm really starting to miss it. So alright guys, talk to you later.
Just taking a little hike here. Yeah, road's closed, so we had to hop out. And
yeah, look at the road. It's in really piss poor condition.
Yeah, look at this. We couldn't drive down it. It was closed.
It's closed.
Yeah.
For weather.
It's great.
I'm sweating in a t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's normal though.
Yeah, it's about 5 o'clock. Or, I don't know. How far are we down this road?
Oh, we've probably gone 3/4 of a mile or so.
3/4 of a mile down an empty road. Nobody out here. We don't have jackets.
Because we're dumb.
Todd brought 1 bottle of water with him.
Yeah. Basically,
But we made sure all the camera equipment and drones are here, so.
We're survive for at least 12 seconds after the sun goes down.
Yeah.
Before we die.
Yeah, pretty much. Whew. Still got a long ways to go on this hike. Mouth's getting a little parched. And somebody's drinking water right now. He's an asshole.
Oh, so good.